actually, I'm setting this up properly. So I have my iPhone running the double take app so that it can record both me through the selfie view and then record the room through the main camera of the iPhone. So when I turn away from the iPhone, you're going to see the back of my head. But I can actually, keep this running, and then actually what I can do is I can get rid of the head, and so now all you're seeing is the field of view of the camera. So the CrazyFlie is there. It's already turned on, and it's going to be hard to see, but the upper right arm is blinking, which means it's ready to fly. And then I'm going to go back to the main screen where the microphone is pointing at me, so you should be able to hear me pretty well now. And then I'm going to run everything off of the CrazyFlie Python program, and I have the radio dongle connected so that this Python program can talk to the CrazyFlie through the radio. And then I also have the source code for the Arduino here, but I'm not going to dwell on that right now because the code's already been uploaded to the controller. So let me just go back to my document camera view. Then again, I'm going to reset the controller so that it's freshly connected. So I'm going to use the reset button on the ESP32. So I've just pressed that little reset button. And then now get some status messages, do not move, done. And in a second, we'll see that the Wi-Fi was not connected, but then now it is connected. So that means I can send messages through UDP, which is what this program is using as a communication strategy, through UDP to the Python program, and then the Python program will be sending data to the CrazyFlie through the radio interface. So let's go and briefly bring that back. And then I can start it here. Again, this video is not for the purpose of doing technical walkthrough of the program. That might come later if someone's interested in seeing that. But let me just start the CrazyFlie up. And deck is attached. The deck is the flow deck. That's what it means there. And then basically it says that it's ready to fly. So I am going to go back to the document camera. The CrazyFlie is on the ground. And then I'm going to use the controller to do some actions against the CrazyFlie. And eventually I'm going to pick up this controller so that I can do gestures in order to move the CrazyFlie forward, back, left, and right. But I want to be facing the CrazyFlie when I do that, which means I'm going to pick up the controller. So let's just do the takeoff. And so you should be able to see that the CrazyFlie has taken off, and you can see it there against the wall. The battery level is green, indicating that the battery state right now is healthy. And then let me just do a quick landing right away so that we can bring it down. So that it lands basically where it took off from, and then it does a reevaluation of the battery level, and then its battery level is still green. So that's good. Now let's launch it again. Let's take off again using the takeoff button. So now the CrazyFlie is up in the air, and then I can use these control buttons. So I can go up and stop. I can go down and stop. I can go clockwise and stop. I can go counterclockwise and stop. And then now I'm going to pick the controller up so that I can spin around and watch my CrazyFlie, and I'm going to use some gestures while it's in the air. So if I go around, I want to keep it level. And then now I'm going to use gestures. Hopefully the microphone is still picking me up. So I'm going to go right some more. Going to go left. I can go forward. I can come backwards. This is again through gestures that are being sensed by the gyroscope and the accelerometer on the MPU 6050. Go left again. Go right again, go forward again, go up again. Everything looks good still because the red light is blinking, which means CrazyFlie thinks that the battery is still at a healthy level. And now let me land. Oh, actually, I pressed the wrong button, but that's a good demo. I actually pressed the kill button, and the kill button is designed to cut the motors of the CrazyFlie, and then it'll just fall to the ground. Now I'm running in a carpeted room here, so there was no ill effects. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'll go over there and restart the CrazyFlie, and then actually maybe I'll just end here, because that's a reasonable kind of stopping point. It shows most of the features that the controller is basically able to show. So let me end the video. I'll come around and put the controller back there. And since I left the controller in kind of a dubious state by drawing an emergency action, I would really want to restart the Python and restart the CrazyFlie and restart the controller in order to continue. But again, this kind of gives you an impression of what the controller is able to do. And then there's a version of this that basically interfaces with the gamepad. So instead of having these buttons being used to go up and down and clockwise, counterclockwise, and the GPU being used to go forward, back, left, and right, you'll have a gamepad connected to the controller, and then you'll use the gamepad buttons and the gamepad joysticks and the gamepad D-pad button option to actually do movements with the CrazyFlie.